Hi, my name is Tony from ClemBuild Custom Woodworking, and I'm going to do an unboxing today because I was looking for a way to get some interesting tools on a recurring basis because the monthly subscription crates, it's a fun idea, and I see all kinds of one, but therefore random things that are pointless, or there's a mix of all kinds of stuff, but I just wanted some tools. I don't want a whole bunch of clothing or other swag. I can get that stuff. I just want some tools, and I don't want any garbage. The brand name should not be made in China. The tools are made from real companies, real tools, solid and usable. And when I looked around on the internet, I discovered that there's people that make unboxing videos. And when I watched one of a guy pulling tools out of it, he couldn't identify the tool or the pieces on the tool. He literally just does unboxing videos, and he gets these companies to selling boxes or sending boxes for free, and then he just gives them wonderful little reviews, and he has no idea what he's talking about. Well, that's not helpful to me. That's not helpful to anybody that's going to be interested in this box of tools, this crate, or my opinion. So you're going to get a real opinion from somebody that knows how to use tools about the tools that come in this crate today. So that's my reason for starting doing this unboxing thing. And I might do this every month as I keep getting these tools, depending on if they're up to par. If it's a quality enough set of tools and it's the kind of stuff that I want to keep getting, I'll keep going this way. It might be fun. Thanks. So before we get started, I just want to make it clear, I purchased this. I signed up for the ToolHeads crates. They're going to send them every month. It's my money, bought my tools, so I'm not doing this as an advertisement for them, and I have no business interest involved with them. They didn't ship it to me to get a good review. It's my opinions on their tools. All right, today we're going to try something new and exciting. We have a box. This is the first crate from ToolHeads Crate. They just started up, and they sell in 3 different categories. You can buy their small crate for somewhere around $30. Then they have like a $60 crate. And then they have this $100 crate. And their deal is they promise that whatever's in this crate is supposed to be at least $200 worth of tools. And it's supposed to be bad box, good tools. Well, it's obvious the box sucks. And the post office did a good job of running it over once or twice for us. So they got the first part right. Let's see what happens from here on out. So we'll try to open this thing up. Can't even cut it right, but it'll tear. That's what we get inside. So we'll set this aside, start pulling it out, and let's see what we get. I don't see a list, so we'll just start one item at a time. All right, now the first item is one I could have used to open up the box. This is a this is a nice knife. It's just a simple, every shop needs it. The folding razor knife, and it's not the cheap garbage one, so. Oh yes, this is probably the nicest one that I have. You don't have to like stick your finger in front of the blade to work on it. It's got the side button, pop in and out, simple blade change. It is exactly as they promised, something useful, and a good quality knife. So that's item 1. Let's set that out of the way. We'll see what we got next. All right, now this is something, I've already got one of these, but not many people do. This is a specialty security bit set. And so I've had to use this a number of times. This is where you get the weird screws with holes in them, or Torx bits, Torx head screws that have a pin in the center, and you can't take it out. Well, this is where you get those pieces that have all the unique characteristics so that you can, well, see, I've even had to make my own of these, where I took a screwdriver and ground the center out so that I could slide it over and do work. Now this is the bit with the driver attachment. good piece of kit to have. So I like that. So far, they're doing all right. They're useful and they're a quality tool. All right, now we have self-adjusting wire strippers with a crimper. I need a pair of these as well. I have lots of tools, but mine are worn, old, and maybe not all of them are the best quality. So the best part about this, and I wish I had a piece of wire on me handy, is it's got a claw. And so when you set the wire in, it grabs the wire and then it grabs the center conductor and pops it off. And so that'll make for a pretty, yeah, I like that. That has got a good solid, a pinch and a pull, plus all the standard little, the red, blue, and yellow crimpers. Yep, and that is also solid build. All right, we'll get a piece of wire and we'll test that a little bit later on when we get a chance, but that it looks like it's also self-adjusting. It is, so it only grabs to where you have it held. So that's another good one. Set that aside. All right, now this is nice. This is an OBD2 and an ABS direct plug-in. Is it direct? So this is it's a code reader for your car. Let's see if it's a direct plug-in and or if it's has a remote to it. Let's try our new knife. The razor knife works. Okay, that's good. So you plug it in, you get about a 3-foot cord, maybe a 2-foot cord. So you're 3 feet away, plug into the standard OBD2. You can read it, move forward, back, erase. All right. Quick and simple scan tool. If you don't have a more high-end one, you can at least pull a code, see what's going on in your car. It's small, compact, simple enough. Everybody should have one of these so that you don't have to go and get taken to the cleaners by anybody trying to say what's wrong with your car when you could just fix it with something simple like a little oxygen sensor. So that's a positive. Very handy tool. All right. Oh, okay. Here we got some great neck tools. Now this is a very nice collection of handy adapters for all 3 sizes. You got 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. And when I say all 3, yeah, I know there's 3/4 and 1 inch, but standard workshop. This is a very good set. I like that. It's definitely going to come in handy for anybody that needs these. Moving up and down into your sockets. So, good stuff. That's also helpful. So far, there's nothing in this box. This crate has not provided any junk or anything of poor build. So, I'm pleased with it. Now this, oh, I like this too. I like this kit. They have come up and made me happy so far. This is an insulated electrical screwdriver and bit set, which in my job, I do a lot of electronics work, and not getting electrocuted every time you reach into something comes in handy. Pull it apart, make sure it's a good quality. Standard bits, nothing out of the ordinary with those. Nothing special, nothing in particular. I mean, it's good enough. It's magnetized, of course, but I do like the insulation. Obviously, it doesn't fit into tight spots, but it's a specific tool for working with electronics and trying to turn something without shocking and zapping when you're inside of there, and so that's good. So it's a handy, useful, medium quality handle. But for what its purpose is, it'll work just fine. All right, now what do we got? All right, a 10-piece standard SAE impact socket set, 1/2-inch drive. Good. Comes on its own rail. And the most important piece of this is I can read all of them from here. You don't have to pick them up and carefully try to read the tiny little microscopic engraving of what the size might have been at some point in its life. So that's handy. I like that. I have lots of sockets. They sit in a drawer. They're all messed up, and I can't tell which ones belong where, so this is what comes in handy here. So these are impact solid. Solid. Got it. Good set. I'm happy with that. Steel Vision tools. Not familiar with it, but a solid piece. And of course, you know, sockets, we lose them all the time, so getting a new set organized on a strip comes in handy. This is a bar of soap. All right, Dura Scrub. Cleans like no other soap with its built-in scrubber. It even removes dirt from beneath fingernails where no other soap can reach. Contents coconut oil, hydrogenated tallow, castor oil, more and other things. All right, so it's just hand cleaner soap. Go by the sink, okay. All right, the metric match for my standard set. So that's good. I don't have to have like 3 different brands and mix and match. It is the Steel Vision 10-piece metric impact socket set. Same setup, same quality. Easy to read, easy to work with. Yep. All right, I'm pleased with that too, because now you don't have to worry about the mess. So now what I want to talk about with these sockets for a minute is there's something unique about these that I specifically like. I've got socket sets, everybody has them, but the difference here, if you look carefully, is these have no load on the corners, because everybody's had these 12-point sockets and all they do is spin on nuts and they're useless. And so we want these 6-point, just a standard hex socket, but these are flank drive. This means that they don't round off the corners on anything. By comparison, if you look at this socket, you'll see that it's just flat edges. And when you turn this, it's going to just put all the force is turned against the corner. And you'll eventually, on really tight bolts made of cheap metal, this will turn the corners off on it if you put a lot of torque on some things. And then you ended up with a rounded nut or a rounded bolt, and then you have to replace it, and it's a huge pain. So getting 2 sets of both metric and standard SAE sockets that are flank drive, this is a bonus for my shop, and I'm really pleased with that. Now there is this box. They specifically said there's something separate from everything else. That's not it. There's one extra specialty tool, and I don't know which one that is because there's no paper in here. So I guess they don't specify what it is, but there's more soap. So, all right, lots of soap. Can't complain about it. We'll always use it. Next up, we have, so I'm starting to like Steel Vision because this is a set of extra long star keys. And in a very solid holder. So we're from 10 to 50. That's interesting. I like that. But they're an insulated set, marked with the size, easy to read. Oh, and these actually have the security hole that you would use from this other set here, which is a common one because I've had to use them. But so they kind of make the other one less valuable just because you already have this, which is a very, very nice set. And it feels quite solid. So, all right, I'm actually really happy so far with everything that we're getting out of this box because even though I have a lot of tools, it's upping the game a little bit on some of the things that I have. And that's kind of the hope that I was going for with it. These are the guys that sent it to me. ToolHeads Crate. This is their first box that they've done. And so now they're going to do it monthly. It's a subscription. You can get 3 different sizes. I don't have the breakdown yet of what would come in the less expensive boxes. But, you know, at some point they may post it or ship out a paper in the future. And then you'll be able to tell, and we'll do more of these unboxing videos. And then finally, just a solid Autocraft chisel kit. And so that is the last item. These are, I mean, you know what, Autocraft, I think that's your standard, whatever your AutoZone tools. And the cold chisel set and punches. Useful, handy, they do the job, solid. So, we'll bring it all together and then take a look at everything that we're dealing with here, and you can see that this has been a pretty good bundle of tools. Now they say it's supposed to be a minimum of $200. I don't have anything to calculate the values right now. That might be something that we put into editing where we put something over it. But this is a good bundle of tools. It's definitely quality stuff. There's no garbage here. And everything in here I have needed and I have used at some point. And so you can't be unhappy with the information, not the information, the stuff they sent us. And all right, and that's our video. Thank you.